Hello everyone, Cambear Run here. Welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Now I thought about kind of some of the decks I haven't really covered. So I've done stuff like a couple of more common tribal decks, some more typical monocolor decks. But I haven't really done an Izzet Spellslinger deck. So it's basically, anybody that's played it or played against it knows the drill. You just chuck in a bunch of instants and sorceries. So you have, once I click back on the thing, because I just opened my bloody captured thing. So you have Stormwing Entity, you have Sprite Dragon, you have Riddle Form, you have a ton of instants and sorceries. If you really want to chuck some giggles in there, you have Experimental Overload like I have. And then you just basically cast spells, boost Sprite Dragon, play your Riddle Form out, and boost your Storming Entity. Because yeah, with prowess. I also have, just to throw a side thing in there, Heartfire Immolator. I do quite like this card because it has prowess, and if my opponent plays something huge and I really need to get rid of it, I can sacrifice Heartfire Immolator and it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. You can effectively use them as a suicide bomb. In terms of the cards, I have Opt, Shock, Fire Prophecy, Scorching Dragonfire. Now I have Cancel and Saw It Coming because I'm going to try and use both of these cards to maybe counter some of my opponent's plays before they can make them. Eventually we'll either win through Sprite Dragon or Storming Entity buff, or we'll just drop a massive Experimental Overload based weird on the board. And in terms of mana, we have 8 Island, 8 Mountain, and 4 Pathway. So I can pick and choose as it needs to be. So we're going to go into the play queue because I've never really played a Spellslinger deck before. And I haven't really had the time to test this deck. And then if it does really well, we'll probably do 2 or 3 games of ranked. So anyway, we're just going to go straight on into the games. I don't mind keeping this hand. I can just build up to play Experimental Overload. It's fine for a first game. So we'll just play down the Shock. Yeah. If this is going to be the way it's going to be, we'll be fine. Foretell that. So he's smart choice, not going to play anything else just in case. So and then we will just yep, and they're done. They've had... It's one of the things with this deck is I did play 1 or 2 practice games. If you can remove and counter all of their stuff pretty quickly, they will get very sick of it very quickly. And they really don't want to play against it. And it's completely understandable. So, I mean, next time we just Fire Prophecy, Scorching Dragonfire, play 6/6 Experimental Overload, and basically take game. So, yeah, we're just going to move on. That was rather quick. So we'll probably try and get in some extra games as well. I can live with this hand because if I can play a cheap Storming Entity on like turn 3, that'd be great. So play that Reverglide, try and opt into a 3rd land and just roll with it. So... okay. That's fine. The only way I'm getting fucking thing. Storming Entity. Both of those are fine because I have enough mana. So I'm assuming this is some kind of like party deck where he selected Warrior Bloodline Pretender. There goes Wave. There we go. Yeah, that technically gives you like a full party already, doesn't it? You know what, we're dropping a raw Stormy Entity. Ooh, that's very nice, actually. We got removal spells to deal with the thing, so... Yep, and they're done. I think I basically won there anyway. Because I can basically get enough power on the board. I do like that I managed to cast a raw 5 mana fucking Storming Elemental. But I think my opponent didn't really do much. I think they were working on a party deck with Moskva Nexus so that you get an instant party. But I don't think it worked out for them. But we'll just move on to the next game. As long as we get a third land, this hand is fine because I can just repeatedly annoy my opponent. So, that's fine. As long as we can get like or we can get a Sprite Dragon or something. We need to get third land and or Sprite Dragon. So we'll just pass here. Oh, I will shock face if I can get away with it. But we'll try not to do that. Actually, I'm going to be mean. Zoop. There we go. Pop with the Sprite Dragon, and then, I don't know, we can either hold up land mana for cancel, or we can just zap shit. I said we do need to draw land at some point. So Sprite Guard. So we will foretell this. Ooh, 2 Evolving Wilds in a row. Huh. Delete the Marley Pixie. First thing they play, I can counter. And then we can just lol all the way to the bank. Nope. And then we'll just cancel, shock. Then we're laughing. Huh. I think we'll go with no, thank you. I can allow that because it's not a... yeah. No. And then we just win. Good game. Yeah, this is actually pretty fun. I can just be extremely annoying. Again, I think my opponent didn't really interact much, but by the time they had the mana to interact, I had counters ready up to just stop all their shit. So, I can imagine this being incredibly frustrating to play against. So we'll move on to the next game. This hand is fine. We'll opt into we'll try and get Heartfire Immolator on the field first. And just deal with it as we go into it, because we can use Prowess to deal with stuff. There we go. Fine. I have the Sprite Dragon first. I can literally sense a Claim the Firstborn. It's like, you know it's coming. Difference is it worth it just to get the 4-2? Or do you just grab it, use it to attack, and attack with Village Rights? Oh no, they're just going to destroy it. That's fine, I guess. I sense they might have Village Rights for this. It's going to be a real problem because I need to get the card draw out of Fire Prophecy. Yeah. Still gives it +2 even though it's dead. Okay, makes sense. I need another red mana is the big problem. Because I can start, like, removing things. Or just play Stormwind. The problem with Rakdos Sacrifice is that you just, like, your opponent doesn't really need to worry about there we go. Or just try and block the dinosaur or something. Yeah. Like, if you try and remove your opponent's creatures, they can just sacrifice them. Because I really want to hold this up to play Sword Coming on a Immerstone Predator. Or something big. Yep. Do I want to mindlessly use saw it coming? Yeah. Right. Blew that away. Take a hit here. So... I'm assuming that's... Yeah, that'll be village rights. Ooh. It's a tad nasty. That's fine. Boom. Now we're getting some damage in. I can just pointlessly hold up cancel as well. I'm really hoping they whiffed on that. Yeah, they whiffed. Did it get in life? So whatever they play next, I can cancel it. With any luck. Oh, we're done here. Yeah, we're done here. Yep. Had to draw it out, but we won in the end. Because eventually they just couldn't keep up with us. Too many options. That was fun. On to the next game. Okay, we're going to do this one in rank. We're going to have to mulligan this hand, because otherwise unless I really want to try and mess with people. That's much better. We'll put back the other emulator. Put back the Heartfire. Play a River Glide into, yeah. We'll have to see how our opponent plays, but we do need to draw a third land, I will say that. So... they're going to scry 2 here. That's good, actually. Okay, we'll just play out the Spray Dragon. Pop. So this might be Azorius control. Play out the Heartfire. Another bop. If I get a blue, I can cancel next turn. If I get a red, I can just start dealing damage. Don't need that yet. I need land. Fortunately, I don't have anything that gets rid of artifacts. Huh. We get 3 in that. Bonus points I have Mystical Dispute and they dispute it. There we go. So I'm assuming they'll get another cat down. And just see what they run with. Whereas I don't want to get mana screwed here. Yeah. I'm only drawing red mana, and it's really annoying. So I'm gonna throw the... Boom. Yeah, this is sort of the problem. I've only drawn 1 color mana, so I'm kind of a bit fucked. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do here. Unfortunately, I only drew 1 color mana, so... See, this is the thing. Well, I knew that when it goes into rank, the deck kind of falls apart. So I'm just going to have to leave it there with the last game. That's kind of really frustrating. If I'd have had a blue mana, I could have held it up and played Cancel on the Dream Trawler, but I only drew red mana and only had the Riverglide Pathway to reference. So we're just going to leave it there. So yeah, that was my first time actually playing kind of like an Izzet spell deck. It was really, really fun, but it was kind of unfortunate on the one ranked game we did that I kind of just end up like drawing either no mana or, well, it was basically drawing no mana or just mana of all 1 color. And it was kind of frustrating. If I was to change anything, I'd probably try and put in a system of card draw. Maybe take out something like Shock and put in something else alongside Optal, which would allow me to draw cards. Because when I really, really needed to try and draw into mana, I couldn't get any card draw going. Because it was all just drawing red mana, and I had 1 cancel up that I couldn't use. But other than that, it's quite fun. being able to disrupt your opponent really easily by just removing and countering will make them tear their hair out. If you can combine it with something like Sprite Dragon or anything with prowess like Half-Fire Emulator and Storming Entity, you've basically got a recipe to just piss your opponent off to the point where they will either scoop or they die before they can form a proper response. So yeah, I think it's really fun, especially with Strixhaven just around the corner and Prismari coming in, and all of the copy, target, instant, or sorcery effects they have. Spellslinger decks, I think, will become really, really powerful, and I will definitely dabble in them. That's part of also the other reason why I wanted to do a Spellslinger deck, or is it Spell deck? So anyway, I've got a video tomorrow, which is God Thursday, and it's the one god from Kaldheim I really want to do a video on finally. And then on Monday, I will try and cook up something special before we go straight into Strixhaven on Thursday. I already know what I want to do for Strixhaven. It will, well, you'll see. I'm going to do a little promo for it. So anyway, if you've enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more, you can always subscribe. I've been Cambear Run, and thank you for watching.